Rosie, basically what I'll do is, Jimmy will just play for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute myself. Good evening, Jimmy. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Anyway, I'm not going to start with technical problems, but hopefully you're all here. We're live now on YouTube. Welcome to Jimmy Galvin, as ever. our resident pianist, performer. And a big welcome to Rosie Brooks, illustrator, world-renowned illustrator, who's going to be teaching you how to draw. She's going to be teaching you how to draw the French poster of Harold and Maude. Hope you're all looking forward to that. Hello, Rosie.
Hello.
Hello. Are you saying hello, Jimmy?
Yeah, hello.
Hello. How's your week been, Jimmy?
Yeah, really good, yeah.
Excellent. Are you doing anything new at the moment?
Yes.
Do you want to tell us about it?
It's been very sunny here in Bristol, yeah, it's been good, yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Okay, so tonight what we're going to do is, there's a few things to get through. We've obviously got Jimmy, Rosie. We've got a short film from Platon Poulas, who has made us a short film in the vein of Harold and Maude. You should have all received your Harold and Maude watch-along bingo. Some of you will have received your badges that Rosie designed here, and you'll see, when you see the film, you'll understand why that badge is the way it is. As I said, we're going to be doing the drawing. Rosie's going to do his cheats and tips on how to do that in 10 minutes. You will be getting very shortly 8 questions of the slightly random film quiz of film, which is all about odd couples and couplings, because it's all about Harold and Maude this time. But why don't we start by making a drink. I'm going to make an amber spritz cocktail from the London Vermouth Company, which you should all have the instructions for as well. So I'm going to ask Iris to go and get me some ice out of the fridge, at the freezer. So what you need for this, guys, I'm going to come over here to this, is you need 50 millilitres of London Vermouth Company Amber Lemon. So these guys have just set up, so we thought we'd give them a bit of a hand. It's 3 guys. They've been working with kind of amazing tastemakers to make these cocktails, this vermouth. So I'm going to do. Oh, also, what I've completely neglected to say is we've gone global. We've got Mary, who is in El Paso, joining us. She discovered us on Pop Bitch when we were featured on there. We've got Marta in Rio joining us. Oh, I should say Mary as well. Well done, Mary, because I think you're skiving off work a little bit at the moment to do this. We've got our usual crowd from Yorkshire. We have got lots and lots of London, lots of Twickenham. We've got Lucy in Twickenham, who's doing this for her birthday. Hello, Lucy. Happy birthday. With a couple of her friends. We've got Dee in Limerick as well. So we are actually properly going global. So I'm just going to make this cocktail because I need to have a drink. So I'm doing 50 millilitres, and I can't remember how many millilitres there are in this. 4 centilitres. What's that in millilitres? Rosie, Jimmy, do you have any idea what 4 centilitres?
It's the big one, isn't it? And then 25 is the little one. 50 is the top one. 25, yeah.
Brilliant. Amazing. Obviously, Rosie, you're an expert drinker then.
I've actually got an NVQ in cocktail making. So I'm a professional. Yeah. It's not something I've used professionally, but it's definitely something I've used to be demanding.
Use it recreationally.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so 50 millilitres of that, 50 millilitres, so that's the Amber Lemon vermouth, 50 millilitres of the ginger ale, and then I need 50 millilitres of sparkling wine. So tell us what you're drinking, tell us where you are, tell us what you're eating if you're not having the smoke and bones. I should say as well that for this one, for Harold and Maude, I worked with Stephen Kenny again, the Printer's Devil, to create this poster behind me, which is a slightly paraphrased quote from the actual film, which you'll see in a bit. It's a quote that Maude has in her Lust for Life as an octogenarian. Oh my God, I've done a terrible thing. I've not mentioned Chloe in Liverpool. She's really bad at me. Chloe Moss. Thank you for coming, Chloe. I've screwed up the cocktail maker. There we go. Oh my God, I've read this. I've done this without even reading the instructions. There's a hello from Miles in Wimbledon who's watching with Henny, and I believe Miles, your son, is cooking the burgers tonight. Actually, you should tell us when. You should tell us if your son, if Miles actually ever cooks anything. Right. Can I have a glass from the freezer, please? Okay, so I'm just going to wait for my glass there. So I think we should start cooking because otherwise we're going to be here all night. So what I'm going to be cooking tonight for a change, because normally I do the smokehouse burgers. Rosie, what burger did you get? You got a burger, didn't you?
Yeah, I got smokehouse one as well. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be doing chicken burger, and I'm also going to be doing jackfruit. I'd love you to tell me what jackfruit is because I actually don't really know.
I've eaten it. It tastes like meat. It does. It tastes like pork, I think.
Yeah, it's just an alternative, but I'm presuming it's just like a strange fruit. Jimmy, Jimmy, am I wrong? Are you vegetarian?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Have you had jackfruit before?
No, I haven't tried it, no.
We'll get you one of these down to Bristol, Jimmy. Well, obviously not now, you know. Right, okay, I'm going to start cooking now. So here we go. So I've got my instructions, which I'm just going to disregard now. There's a lot of talk of meat probes and things like that. So remember, everyone, tell me where you are and what you're eating as well. And if you're cooking your burgers, start cooking them now. Okay. Right, so I'm hearing that Marie's started cooking now. Oh my gosh, someone's cleaned the oven, which always prevents it from actually starting. Right. Rosie, when are you going to cook your burger? When are you going to cook your?
I'm going to cook mine after I've drawn, because otherwise I'll burn it, and then I'll end up setting off the fire alarm, and we'll have to evacuate the whole block, and it will just end up on the news. And...
Oh yeah, don't do that. So Rosie, did you say that you've been working on a book in lockdown?
Yeah. Well, I've been working flat out just on the illustration stuff. I've got a range of greetings cards out that I'm developing at the moment, and I'm still working on. It's a series of children's books about all the operas, and it's still chugging away at it. So it's been quite good because it's meant I've done some work finally.
And Jimmy, you've been recording an album. Have you been recording a new album or something? Did you say? Tell me.
Yeah, I've been in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, just working away.
Nice. So Jimmy, obviously we can find your stuff on all the usual places, can we? Spotify and
iTunes and Apple Music and Tidal and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all out there. Yes.
Right. Okay. So, and have you two both seen Harold and Maude before?
Yeah.
Jimmy, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. No, I'm aware of it, but I haven't watched it. No.
Okay. It's because it's obviously. I know Rosie, you're very into music as well because you actually studied.
Yeah, I love it.
And it's an interesting one because Elton John was originally meant to do the soundtrack for it, and I think the soundtrack's quite integral to it, to be honest. Elton John actually said he couldn't do it and suggested Cat Stevens did it.
Oh.
It's ended up sort of being two different albums of Cat Stevens that named a feature on it. Right. So
here's a link. My my Cat Stevens' son was in my mum's A-level art class because she taught A-level art for a bit, and Cat Stevens' son.
Stevens' son was in your mum's A-level art class.
Yeah. In Twickenham, in fact, in Richmond upon Thames.
Well, at least celebrating her birthday. I met Cat Stevens once because I actually pitched for a show, and I, like an idiot, it's when he became Yusuf.
I think he was already Yusuf by the time my mum. Yeah.
And I decided that I would do the meeting in the Groucho Club, and he's Muslim, so he's teetotal. And it's like I never got the show, weirdly.
Sure, they're not connected, those two things.
Anyway, he's a really nice man. Right, okay, so what time are we on now? Okay, so I'm hearing that we've got Johnny in Northumberland, in Stocksfield, drinking the Corona. And we've got Chloe on the Aperol Spritzes, which must be like my spritz, I guess, a bit. I didn't taste it. Cheers, everyone. Right, okay. So What are we on now? We're on. So Jimmy,
Hello.
I wonder whether I could call on you to play a bit more.
Yes.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Platon Poulis's film. Platon I met through doing the hangout with Andrew at Bolt, and he's created this film. In the film that we're watching tonight, Harold and Maude, there's a lot of cemeteries, and Avenue Park Cemetery in Stoke Newington is one of the 7 Victorian cemeteries that all kind of obviously the Victorians kind of made as kind of tourist attractions as much as anything else. But anyway, I'm going to put that on, and then Jimmy, if you could play for like 5 minutes or whatever, then I'll basically put Platon's film up.
Sorry.
Okay, hang on a second. Sorry. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jimmy. That was as amazing as ever. Thank you, and lots of amazing comments, I think, from everyone on the YouTube chat there. Thank you again. Jimmy's phone number always catching me out there. Sometimes it's longer than it. Sometimes it's short. So people were looking out for names apparently. Nick, who's just up the road, spotted 2 Harolds and 2 Maudes, which is nice, isn't it? Is it nice? I don't know if that's nice, actually. I think that's a bit weird. Sorry, I've gone a bit about Alan Partridge. Anyway, so I'm going to introduce Rosie. Well, she needs no introduction now, obviously. But she is going to teach us to draw, in 10 minutes, the Harold and Maude poster. I hope you're going to join in on this, Jimmy. Sorry, I should have prepped you on this to give you a pen and paper. But once you've done your efforts, if you can photograph them and either send them to the WhatsApp group or send them to me, when we all meet up at the end, I'll show the best and the worst ones. Okay? So over to you, Rosie. I'm going to pin you now.
Lovely. Okay. So if everyone's got their posters in front of them, I've got a sneaky version here that I'm looking at on my laptop. What I'm going to do is I'll get the screen, and as a professional illustrator, one of the first things that I would say as a cheat for everyone is, if everyone's got pen and paper to work with, but before we would do the pen and ink, is pencil and a trusty rubber as well. So everything I do, I tend to do under penciling underneath, which is just a very faint workout of the scale of it, because otherwise it's very easy if you're drawing in ink to not appreciate the scale and the page. So if you map it out briefly on whatever paper you've got with a pencil, this isn't going to show up particularly well on the screen. I've done some of it Blue Peter style earlier, But what I've done, so with the poster we've got is, to start with, we've got the 2 daisies. So I've basically just drawn the line for the bike, which is the front of the bike, and then straight out. And then there's the 2 wheels, the 2 daisies there. And then there's the two characters. There's Maude at the front with her pink, and then Harold at the back. So if I hold it up very faintly, you can just, you can barely see it. So now I've done that, the next thing I'll do, see how much, if I do that, you can see it. Yeah, that's better. If you do it like that, then you can see what I'm doing. So the next thing I'm going to do is the front daisy. So it's literally just a circle at the front. And then you can see the petals. That's the front wheel. Then top of the bike. I'll do that. That's even better. Then what I'm going to do is move up. So just to make sure I've got enough space, move up and do the hood. So it's Maude's hood. And then her arm. And then she's holding on to the front of the bike. Then we've got the windshield of the bike, like that. And you can just about see her nose, like that. And her coat. Then we've got Harold, and with Harold, the most important thing you can see is his hair. So focusing on the hair, he's mainly haircut really than anything else. And there's a bit of face, but not much. And then give him a collar. He's got the noose around his neck, which will come clear when you see the film. And then he's got the keys, set of keys there as well. We'll do that, keys. And then his trousers, and then her leg as well. And socks and shoes. Then we've got the back of the bike. So there's the sort of seat of the bike, and then the curve that goes round as well. And then using the line that you've done in pencil, finding that. And then again, there's another daisy. Check that still. Yeah, you can see that. Then there's a police sign on the front. Basically, adding as much detail as you want, effectively. It's kind of, once you've got the main aspect of it, it'll sort of hold together, as it were. It's quite, to make it so that they look like wheels, there's quite a few extra petals that go around. There we go. And then he's got the tree and the roots of the tree. The branches. And then coming out of the line, here we are, the bike itself goes on, and then the exhaust for the bike, there are little daisies as well. Now to give it some perspective, give them the ground level that it's on.
Rosie,
yeah.
Can you pull it down slightly so we can see the top of the picture? Perfect.
Yeah, like that. Okay.
Yeah, amazing. Just because people couldn't quite see the top of the picture.
Yeah. 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 And then if I add the branches for the tree that's been pulled up. And then just to give it some spin, adding little extra bits. Now, having got this far, I'm now looking at what the gaps, basically, because that's what I tend to do, is if I do a picture and then I'll suddenly realize something looks like it's standing in the air or doesn't fit, and then it's adding in just all the little bits and pieces. And then to give it some speed, some signs like that. And depending on what pen you've used, what I often do is if you do it with a permanent pen, I'm using just a normal like graffiti Posca pen. So once that's dry, you can rub out the pencil, and then once you've rubbed out the pencil, you can go over it with watercolor. But you can only do that if the pen that you're using is a permanent ink pen, because if you do it with a non-permanent, the ink will smudge it. But with a permanent pen, it will be all right. This isn't part of the thing, but I'll just show you. I've got some water. So, tonic water will do. So let's get colour. For example, the red. Hold it up. Just on there, you could fill in that part of it. I won't do the whole thing because I think people are just working in pen and ink at the moment, but it shows that if you're using permanent ink, so in terms of illustration like this, and I think this poster was probably done like it, where if you do the penciling underneath and then do the line work and then rub it out and it disappears, so there's no evidence of it. And then that's it, you can colour it in. Okay, I'm going to turn it round, and then pull this back up again. You see. This is where we're at. It looks like it's backwards, but that's just the camera, isn't it? It's the way around. Oh. Hello.
Rosie, thank you.
My pleasure.
So, and what we'll do is, she's got everyone.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Sorry.
We'll make sure we get everyone's, and I'll post them up later and show everyone in a bit. Okay.
Okay. Excellent.
Bye. Right, guys. I sent you the quiz, but I kind of feel like, oh my god, I'm so dark. I feel like you may not have received it. So I think what we'll do is we'll go through the quiz now. So sorry, I'm just going to make me just be made big. Okay. So I'm going to basically take you through the 8 questions of the slightly random film quiz of films. So this is the first one. So this is in tribute to Harold and Maude. It's odd couples and couplings in film. So what I want you to do is, I want you to name the film, name the actors. The bonus question is, what is this character here, what is her surname? So I'm going to leave that up for you. Okay, now question number 2. Get a little glimpse there of Rosie's badge. Question number 2, name the film, name the actors. For a bonus question, name of the bands that they are in the film.
That's important times. Shh.
Oh my god. Hello. Hi. Hello. Emma. Oh, hi guys. I'm hoping that you're still seeing this. So the third one, sorry this is so slow, but we're going to speed up now. So this is name the film, Name the characters. This is an amazing film. I don't know if you've not seen it. And for a bonus question, it's a bit of an odd question. What brand is the lady sitting on the left below? Okay. There's only 8 questions because I'm going to go slightly quicker now. So here we go. So name the film, name the actors. And for bonus question, name the crimes that... Put the answers in the chat, please, everyone. Remember to do that. And then this one here, name the crimes that the two... No, don't do that. What are the characters' names? What are both characters' names? I think we all know what the guy in black is called. What's the other one? Okay, and this one. So put your answers in the chat, and I'm going to go through each of them again. So name the film, name the characters, and for a bonus question, what's the film that Bud Cort, who plays Harold in Harold and Maude, was in by the same director? Yeah, you can do answers that come up, or you can do answers as we go through. So basically, name the film. This one's really hard. If people get this, I'll be quite amazed, actually. So name the film, name the characters that these two characters inspired in a different film series, and you can name the film series. And if you name, basically, the bonus question is, name the play that the director's film Throne of Blood was based on. And last but not least, name the films, name the characters. What are the characters? What are their names? And what's their relationship? And what's the famous lady that they were related to? Okay, guys, if you want to start putting that up in the... You put your answers up in the comments, then I'm going to go through them all again. There's a bit of a delay, so that's why it's a bit odd. But we're going to work through that anyway. So here we go. And also, I've not done 8 questions because I felt like it was taking too long. So the first one. What's the name of the film? What is the name of the actors? So we're beginning to get answers through now. I think we'll all be glad to know. So I've got So we've got no answer to this question, which is weird. This is an odd coupling as well. So it's obviously Luke Skywalker and it's Princess Leia. And the name of the actors is obviously Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. And her name is Organa, her surname. Kate Derbyshire got that last one as Star Wars: A New Hope. Yeah. Kate Derbyshire is identified, Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill. Okay, so moving on. This is Some Like It Hot. The actors are Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis. Katie Porter has recognised Jack Lemmon. Katie Porter say Jack Lemmon. Some Like It Hot. Has anyone got the name of the band? The band, and I'm just going to wait for everyone to catch up, so have a drink while we're waiting. And the name of the band is Sweet Sue and her Society Syncopators. So this one, the next one, Ryan Gosling. and no idea on the band on the previous question. So this one is Lars and the Real Girl. The characters' names. I don't know if anyone got the characters' names on this, or anyone's got any idea. Oh, someone said Sweets too. Sorry for the last one. Nick Tate has got this one, Lars and the Real Girl. And I'd be interested to see if anyone gets the name of the character here. Sorry, guys. So the character's name on this one are, it's obviously Lars, Ryan Gosling, an amazing film with the character's name Bianca. And the bonus question, this is actually based on a documentary by other people, and it's Real Doll. So Edward Scissorhands is the name of the film on this one. So the name of the film, name of the actors, and then the bonus question, name of the characters. So Emma Stoney said Sad and Sad 2, which isn't the correct answer. I think that might have been for the last one. So the answer to this is, obviously, Edward Scissorhands is the name of the character, and the other character is Kim, played by Winona Ryder. Obviously, both of them quite troubled, sadly. Stuart Howard apparently has said shoplifter and wife beater, which isn't technically correct, actually. Anyway, but so the next one that we're on to is The Grand Budapest Hotel by Wes Anderson. Sorry, guys, I know it's funny because it's a bit of a delay. So the characters' names are Gustave, Monsieur Gustave, and Madame D. So Bud Cort, who plays Harold in Harold and Maude, was also, I don't know if anyone got this, was in The Life Aquatic. And Steve Zissou, yes, indeed. So someone's got that right. Steve Zissou in The Life Aquatic. Oh, I'm just going to have a look at my burger. My burger's just arriving now. I'm smoking bones. So I hope you're all tucking into your burgers as well. So I'm going to eat that in a second. Okay. So these two characters here form the basis in The Hidden Forest, is the name, by Akira Kurosawa. Adam Forrest was the person on the last question that got Steve Zissou. It's Birthday Lucy got Steve Zissou right. Congratulations on your birthday and getting that question right, Lucy. That's amazing. What a fitting way to spend your birthday. Anyway, so, and then these two characters formed the basis in The Hidden Forest by Akira Kurosawa. The whole film forms the basis of Star Wars. And they are meant to be CP3O and R2D2, which is obviously slightly odd. The film that was the director's Throne of Blood, the play that it's based on, is obviously Macbeth. It's an amazing film. And then this film, which is one of my personal favourites, is a documentary by the Miles brothers. And this is Grey Gardens, the name of the two ladies that it's about. I'm pretty sure that some people will have got this, actually. It's an absolutely bonkers documentary. And it is, it's about, this lady here is Big Edie, and this is Little Edie. And Nick Tate got that correct, both of those questions. And the lady that they are related to, which I'm sure you all know, is Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Right. Moving on from that. Well done. We ran a competition to win the Smoke and Bones goodies, the cap, the apron, and Jimmy's CD. Jimmy, can you hear me, Jimmy? Oh, hang on a minute. I think you muted Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy's coming to say hello. Hello, Jimmy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. I was going to say, Jimmy, which CD is it that you're giving away in the artwork?
Spiritual data.
Say that again, sorry?
Spiritual data.
Oh, yes.
Spiritual data, yeah.
So, spiritual data.
Yeah, 14 tracks of solo.
Yeah. So, Jimmy, obviously it's a work that you've recorded yourself, but are there any major inspirations on that? You know,
Eric Satie, the French pianist.
Okay.
And a guy called Glenn Gould. Do you know him, the pianist?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really into Bach and all that kind of Stravinsky and all that kind of stuff, really. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Great. So we run a competition on all our social channels, and I'm going to get my assistant to pick over the screen to pick a winner. God, the rest. And the winner is the winner of Jimmy's CD, Spiritual Data, available in all good record shops. The Smoke and Bones apron and the Smoke and Bones cap is Caroline Hartfield. Congratulations, Caroline Hartfield. Right, okay, so I'm going to enjoy my burger. And then we're going to watch the film. But basically, I just wanted to say kind of the reason behind me picking Harold and Maude. Harold and Maude's a 1971 film that stars Bud Cort and Ruth Gordon, and it's a slightly odd film. It's Hal Ashby. Can you tell me to turn it down? And Hal Ashby directed The Last Detail. He directed obviously this, and he directed Being There with Peter Sellers, famously, really strange film. And this film is a kind of will they, won't they film. I'm not going to go into it much more than that. It is a film that was a kind of reaction against the Vietnam War. It was a film that Paramount loved and hated. They actually said they wanted to take Hal Ashby's name off it. And Bud Cort, who was a very young kind of 20-year-old actor, he'd been in MASH. Basically, he was kind of up and coming, but got the role, and said that if Hal Ashby's name was taken off it, he wouldn't do the film anymore. Bud Cort then went on to do lots of other films. He ended up obviously doing Wes Anderson's film, as Lucy said, Steve Zissou, Life Aquatic. Had a nasty car accident, but is kind of like an amazing actor. Ruth Gordon was a very well-respected actress. She'd won the Oscar for the Best Supporting Actress in Rosemary's Baby. Did a hilarious speech where she said, a little thing like this is really encouraging, in spite of the fact that she was 72 when she won it and she'd been in the industry 50 years. I think this film is like one of the darkest comedies that I've ever kind of seen, but a kind of brilliant piece of cinema. And I love it because I think it's uplifting, it celebrates life, it doesn't shy away from death, which is why we got Platon to do the cemetery screening earlier. And I think it's a very weirdly uplifting film because it doesn't shy away from death. So I'd like you all to now start the film, and we'll be back at 9:30. We'll recirculate all the Zoom details or whatever. Thank you for coming. A massive, massive thank you to Jimmy, as ever. 9:45, sorry, we'll be back at. Massive thank you to Jimmy, as ever. Jimmy, thank you so much again.
Pleasure.
And do buy Jimmy's latest albums and stream his music on all the channels. A massive thank you to Rosie. Brilliant. I don't know if Rosie's going to come back on for us, or whether Rosie. I think Rosie might be cooking a burger actually. Oh, there you are.
I'm here. Yeah, I was cooking the burger.
I'm just about to eat mine.
Mine's just I'm gonna have it with the film.
And a massive thank you to Platon for doing creating that film, the cemetery film. Huge thank you to Smoke and Bones for giving us both all of this. Well done, Caroline Hartfield, for winning that. Guys, don't forget, in the film, you're looking for cars that Maude drives, how many priests there are in the film, how many hearses. Cat Stevens is in the film. You'll have to look carefully to see it. Rosie, can you remember where he is? Did you notice that when you watched it?
I think so, but I'll watch it again and see if I can. I think I'll when I see it, I'll remember. Yeah.
So, guys, thank you so much. And as ever, and we'll join you back here at 9:45. Go on. Jimmy, thank you.
Hello?
Jimmy, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. I think we're done. Rosie, thank you. Oh, Rosie, you're muted. Hang on a minute. There you go.
My pleasure. Thank you for asking. That's great. Are we still on YouTube?
No, I've switched it off.
Oh, because it says live on YouTube.
Yeah, it's because there's a delay.
Okay.
That's why it's like a nightmare with the quiz. I think we might cut the quiz next time. Bloody hell, that was torture. Oh.